The Canadian team's forced to start on the road south of the border. Fort Lauderdale, the temporary home of CF Montreal. EFC also falling in their opening playoff game in round one against expansion side Nashville. Little slip there from Auro. And it's brought inside here, an opportunity for Montreal early with Toy. And Mason Toy scores! It takes just over 2 minutes of this opening game for Mason Toy to get his first Montreal goal and the first of the Wilfred Nancy era.
Mason Toy needed to get his Montreal career up and running. Brilliant play from Broguillard to drive forward into the space. Taking it right at Omar Gonzalez, and then Toy's made a lovely little run off the shoulder. And when it comes to him, the weight of the ball is so perfect that he can just come onto it first time, bend it into the top corner. Bono with no chance. Tremendous finish and a wonderful start for Montreal.
And maybe for a year before returning to France, but 15 years later, he's still there. Here's Schaffelberg with an early opportunity for TFC. It's Jacob Schaffelberg! And that was the ideal opportunity for TFC to try and tie it up, and Schaffelberg.
Selection of finish, played through by Michael Bradley. He's got the pace to get beyond Joe Waterman. Lovely selection of finish, just has to hit the target. Diop does well, gets out really quickly.
Here's Michael Bradley standing over this free kick, and Bradley going to try to find that top corner, was way off there. Scored a couple of goals on opening day 2 years ago in the win against Philadelphia. His second year in Major League Soccer after that impressive season in 2019 with Cavalry in the CPL. Keeps it with a bit of space here. He's got Mihailovic ahead of him, Toy in the middle as well, and Kyoto at the far post, and it's Toy with a header, and he wasn't far away from getting his, and Montreal's second.
He should have scored, he knows it. Driving from the middle of the park, finding the space out wide. Keys it.
Waterman down the right side finds Zachary Broguillard, who has a bit of space to step inside and a bit of pace to try and get away from Auro there. Bradley tracking back as well, and there's the foul, and it could well be a yellow for Michael Bradley here from referee Ishmael Elfath.
Yeah, yellow, and he knows it.
Auro. Waterman sliding in to get that one downfield. Here's the pace of Kyoto, and Kyoto manages to get there against Singh. Kyoto cutting inside, and Montreal get their second. Great pace from Ronald Kyoto, and a fine finish, and Toronto in trouble. It's a dream start for Wilfred Nancy.
TFC are vulnerable, it's down the sides of the centre backs. Singh having big trouble with the pace and power of Romel Kyoto. Just can't get back at him. I love how he didn't try to turn back. He was going to be positive, he was going to get his shot away. Look at the aggression and determination on his face. And he blasts one near side on Alex Bono, gets his angles a little bit wrong. Into the roof of the net, what a moment.
But of course, all three Canadian teams at some stage hope to be back on home soil this season. This is Schaffelberg down the right side. Waterman defends him well. Schaffelberg turns it in towards Noble Okello, who just couldn't get any power on that header. Had a couple of opportunities to run behind the back line earlier in the game. This is Auro. Auro on that right foot, and it skips wide as he looks for his first ever TFC goal. This coming season, the likes of Pizarro, Higuain and Matuidi in their lineup. Here's Auro getting in there, and this time it's a penalty. The referee does point to the spot, and TFC will have a chance to get back into the game as Waterman hangs his head just before half-time. TFC get the penalty.
Here it is again. Lovely football, just kind of ricochets, and then just can't make a challenge there.
It's Auro against Clement Diop for the chance to try and pull TFC back into this one just before half-time. And it's saved. Diop with the easy stop in the end, and Montreal's two-goal advantage is preserved.
Obvious from the pictures how poor that was. Tries a little stutter step, gets it all wrong. Was pretty far out when he got on top of that ball. He's going to have a look.
Could this save Auro's blushes here?
It really could.
And, will it
and by the way, will he take the next one?
You could see there from what Elfath was looking at, Diop was well off his line.
Yeah, retake. I don't know if Elfath needs to go to the screen there. You need to trust the VAR, but maybe just to confirm.
Retaken penalty for Toronto FC. And an opportunity to pull one back just before half-time. Delgado slides it in, and this time Toronto do get the goal. And heading in towards half-time, it's Montreal 2, Toronto 1.
And there's the second one where Delgado.
This is Mihailovic. Gets away from Larea. Mihailovic driving through the heart of the defence. Priso gives away the foul.
That should be a yellow card. Brilliant run from Mihailovic. Really impressed by him this first half. Hopefully he's not hurt. He's holding on to his left ankle there in a bit of pain. Just a superb run right at the heart of the TFC defence. Gets a bit of the ball, Ralph Priso, but he just has to come through Mihailovic to do so. I think he's lucky not to be in the referee's notebook.
Yellow card shown to Ralph Priso after the challenge. Will there be more punishment here for Toronto? Mihailovic goes low, straight towards Bono, as we're a minute into the 3 being added on at the end of the half. The other time was the shootout in Guadalajara in 2018. Mullins with a header goes wide.
It was closer than Diop made it look, just past the post.
Second 45 minutes in Fort Lauderdale, with Montreal leading by 2 goals to 1. They were 2-0 in front after 25 minutes of play in this season. Olivier Renard, the sporting director in Montreal. That corner in towards the back post, where the downward header re-establishes Montreal's 2-goal lead as Victor Wanyama scores. From the set piece, Wanyama heads home. Montreal 3, Toronto 1.
As Kiza kisses the ground, it's his delivery. It's absolutely perfect on that back post. And Michael Bradley gets caught standing, doesn't open his body up and see where the run's coming from. And Wanyama just gets up early. It's too strong and powerful for the TFC captain. Comes right over the top of him. Brilliant header. Falls down the start of the career in Canada, and then all of a sudden you see him today and a bit more like his usual self. I think there's more to come.
Well, that wasn't too far away for Toronto FC.
Does really well. Everyone thinks he's going to fire it across. Just picks out Michael Bradley. It's not a lot at all from him.
With 8 goals in the regular season last year, a new career high. This time it's Hurtado driving towards the byline as he pulls it back, and the header is over the bar.
Put a nice ball into the box, and Kyoto just in a little bit early.
Yellow card shown by referee Ismail Elfath.
Yeah, it's a nasty one.
Into the final 20 minutes of this season opener on MLS on TSN. Eric Hurtado racing forward against Luke Singh here. Hurtado rolls it inside, looking for Mihailovic, who dances through and surely seals an opening day win for CF Montreal and their new head coach Wilfred Nancy. It's 4-1.
Yeah, what a goal. By quite a distance, in my opinion. He's been absolutely sensational. What a signing. Past Gonzalez. Singh has not had his best game. Allows Hurtado the space in the wide area and doesn't defend well in the middle. But this is just a brilliant touch. And then great composure just to wait and find that high and roof of the net finish past Alex Bono.
In the first 72 minutes of this season, just how he can be the heartbeat of this team.
He's been worth every penny so far, Luke. I know it's early and I know he needs to be more consistent.
Arrow from distance.
Maybe a criticism of him in Chicago, but he is a young player. He's finding his feet. A deal of confidence in themselves, and that can only be given by a coach.
Michael Bradley standing over this free kick for Toronto. Marshall Rutty in towards Larea. Nice turn from Richie Larea as he gets into the box. Oh, wonderful from Richie Larea.
Absolutely sensational from Richie Larea. This is the kind of thing I'm talking about him grabbing this game.
He has the ability to make things happen.
I think I said it to you off air. There's a chance.
Here's Johnson trying to get in round the back for his first Major League Soccer goal, turning against Arrow. It's a win for Wilfred Nancy on his MLS head coaching debut with Montreal, and they did it in style.